Hi there, this is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady and your coach with an update. Last week I reported that I was fed up with Facebook, that I was deleting my profile, and I have to admit, it took me a while because I remember that entire week I started thinking of, oh my God, what am I going to do without Facebook? I get the alerts for birthdays. What am I going to do without that? I get to participate in very interesting groups. What am I going to do about that? I was starting to really grieve, and not only grieve, but start thinking of how could I function without these, reminders or these participation in groups. And then I started thinking, I've been on Facebook for a while, about 10 years or so. It sent me a reminder that I was on Facebook for about 11 years. That's a while. So with any type of relationship that you've built over the last several years and you decide to sever the relationship, there's going to be sometimes second guessing. There's going to be some grieving going on. And then when you realize that, no, this is the right thing, this is the best thing, and you do it, then you continue to do a bit of grieving, but you can easily get along, with the decision that you made. So I made the decision a couple of days ago. This was right after a friend of mine told me that she continued to receive links to that video that I was talking to you about last time. And I thought, are you kidding me? That's crazy. So I thought, okay, that's enough. And that's what kind of tipped it over for me. I went on Facebook and I decided to delete my profile. And I remember reading on the Facebook that it takes about 30 days for your profile to be deleted. And then when I received the email, once I had deleted, it says it's 14 days. So I'm not really sure. But apparently when you go back on Facebook, let's pretend that I go back on Facebook within a couple of days, it will ask me if I want to stop the deactivation. I think that's what they call it. Because initially there's a process called deactivation, and then after so many days it actually deletes the profile. And I think Facebook does that for many reasons, but I'm thinking they want to hang on to you. They know darn well we're going to change our mind, so they give you about 14 days to kind of go, I'm going to go and activate again. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And part of the reasons why I'm not doing it is I informed myself, with the groups that I do participate in, what's my accessibility to this information, the information that the groups are offering. And so I got email, so that's okay. And there's other groups where there's a lot of great interaction. There's one group in particular that I'm thinking of that for sure I'm going to miss it. But you know what? That's something that I'm willing to try to live with. Now, who knows what's going to happen in another several months, another few years? Honestly, I have no idea. I may just create another profile on Facebook, and maybe by then Facebook will have changed some of the things they could do to improve their protection and security for people like us. Anyways, so all that to say that it's a process, right? When you make decisions, it's a process to get to making the decision, and it's a decision you make that once you make it, hopefully it's a solid decision, just like decisions that I've recently made. It's a solid decision, and I have a lot of different reasons why it's a solid decision. And then after that, the grieving continues, or maybe even starts. So I think this is part of the process. With any loss or anything that you've been emotionally connected to. I mean, when you think about Facebook, how are we really emotionally connected? It's a system online, and we've shared some of our private lives with people we know and some people that we don't know. We're able to find out information from people that we care about. So it's, in a sense, an emotional connection, but in a way, what really makes emotional connections is when you have shared experiences with people. Usually it's real experiences that you've shared with people, not virtual experiences. So the bond that you'll get when you actually are with people and you've talked with people and you've laughed or cried and you've actually shared an experience, that type of bond is a lot stronger than the bond that you might have created online with people that you don't know. Now, if you nurture the relationships that you know and that you really have outside of Facebook or outside of any virtual world, of course the relationship is going to be nurtured and you're going to develop a emotional connection with that person. But when you are adding pictures online and connecting with people that you don't know, the grieving process itself isn't so much grief. It might be an inconvenience. For example, like the birthdays. When I got a reminder this week about so-and-so's birthday, I went, oh, what am I going to do when Facebook is off? Because I've been getting reminders nearly every day. And not just reminders, which is great for people that I know, but reminders, of course, of people that I don't know. And I still would be spending time saying happy birthday because I think it's important to say happy birthday to somebody. But I don't really know them, so does that make sense? Not really, right? So there really isn't a connection or an emotional bond with most people. I bet you most people. So all of this to say, listen, if you think that it's actually taken up a lot of your time or you're being preoccupied and it's almost like taking over, or you get upset if somebody changes their status, because I've heard of that before as well. When somebody changes their relationship status, it causes a big ruckus. Think about that. Like, let's go back to basics. Let's go back to connecting with real people and having communications with real people, because it's just a platform, right? So if you are thinking that it's not being too helpful to you and you're getting more upset about things that are on Facebook than not, maybe it's time you disengage, even consider maybe disactivating your profile, and maybe even going the extreme and deleting it altogether. Wow, man, that's pretty, yeah. Anyways, and if you do want further information on my services, please check me out on my website at www.lindagrobert.com. You can also send me an email at linda@lindagrobert.com. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Have a great day.